The Sundarbans, a name that whispers of mystery, of untamed beauty, of a world painted in shades of emerald and jade. A delta unlike any other, where the Ganges River, heavy with the silt of the Himalayas, finally meets the embrace of the Bay of Bengal. Here in this labyrinth of tangled mangroves, meandering waterways and shifting mudflats lives a creature as captivating as its home, the Royal Bengal Tiger. The Sundarbans, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is a testament to nature's resilience, a world sculpted by the ebb and flow of tides, the whisper of the wind through the mangrove leaves, and the silent tread of a tiger on the hunt. It is a place of constant change, a delicate balance between land and sea, where life adapts to the rhythm of the tides. This extraordinary ecosystem, shared between India and Bangladesh, is a sanctuary for a wealth of biodiversity. From spotted deer to saltwater crocodiles, from fishing cats to iridescent kingfishers, the Sundarbans teems with life in its many forms. Yet it is the Royal Bengal Tiger, the apex predator of this realm, that reigns supreme, its presence felt in every rustle of leaves, every ripple of water. The Royal Bengal Tiger, a creature of immense power and grace, is uniquely adapted to this watery world. Their stripes, like dappled sunlight filtering through the mangrove canopy, provide the perfect camouflage as they stalk their prey through the undergrowth. Unlike their counterparts in other parts of Asia, these tigers are adept swimmers, navigating the intricate waterways with ease. Their diet reflects the richness of their surroundings, from spotted deer, their primary prey, to wild boar, monkeys, and even fish. The tigers are opportunistic hunters, their senses keenly attuned to the rhythms of the forest. They are solitary creatures, their territories marked by scent and scratch marks, their presence a silent promise of both beauty and danger. The tiger's survival is intricately linked to the health of the mangrove ecosystem. The mangroves provide cover for prey, regulate salinity levels, and protect the land from erosion. The tigers, in turn, help to maintain the delicate balance of the ecosystem by keeping prey populations in check. The Sundarbans, however, face a growing number of threats. Climate change, with its rising sea levels and increasingly erratic weather patterns, poses a significant risk to this fragile ecosystem. The mangroves, already grappling with the intrusion of saltwater, are further stressed by these changes. The tigers too feel the impact, their hunting grounds shrinking, their prey becoming scarcer. Human encroachment is another pressing concern. The Sundarbans, though remote, are surrounded by a dense human population. As people push further into the tiger's domain, seeking resources and livelihoods, the potential for conflict increases. Encounters between tigers and humans, often with tragic consequences, are a stark reminder of the delicate balance that needs to be maintained. Illegal poaching, driven by the insatiable demand for tiger parts in traditional medicine and the black market, casts a long shadow over the Sundarbans. Despite international efforts to curb this illegal trade, the lure of profit continues to threaten the survival of these magnificent creatures. The challenges facing the Royal Bengal Tigers of the Sundarbans are multifaceted and complex. Climate change, habitat loss, and poaching are just some of the threats that loom large over their future. The intricate web of life in the Sundarbans is under increasing pressure, and the fate of the tigers is inextricably linked to the fate of this unique ecosystem. The rising sea levels, a consequence of global warming, are steadily encroaching upon the tiger's habitat. The mangroves, which provide crucial protection from storms and erosion, are being inundated with saltwater, threatening their very survival. As the mangroves retreat, so too does the land, squeezing the tigers into an ever-shrinking space. The loss of habitat is further exacerbated by human encroachment. The Sundarbans, though remote and unforgiving, are surrounded by a dense human population. As people push further into the tiger's domain, seeking resources and livelihoods, the potential for conflict increases. Farmers clearing land for agriculture, fishermen venturing deeper into the tiger's hunting grounds. These interactions are fraught with risk. The impacts of climate change are not limited to rising sea levels. The Sundarbans are also experiencing more frequent and intense cyclones, which bring with them storm surges, heavy rainfall, and widespread destruction. These extreme weather events can devastate the mangrove forests, leaving behind a trail of uprooted trees, flooded land, and displaced wildlife. The tigers, though resilient, are not immune to the impacts of these disasters. Cyclones can destroy their dens, disrupt their hunting grounds, and scatter their prey, making it harder for them to survive. The aftermath of a cyclone can leave the tigers vulnerable, forced to venture closer to human settlements in search of food and shelter, increasing the risk of conflict. The changing climate is also affecting the availability of fresh water in the Sundarbans. As sea levels rise, saltwater intrusion into freshwater sources is becoming a growing problem. This salinization not only affects the tigers' access to drinking water, but also impacts the vegetation they rely on for cover and the prey species they depend on for survival. While climate change and habitat loss pose significant threats to the Royal Bengal Tigers of the Sundarbans, perhaps the most insidious danger comes from the illegal wildlife trade. Driven by the insatiable demand for tiger parts in traditional medicine and the black market, poachers continue to target these magnificent creatures, pushing them closer to the brink. Tiger bones, skin, teeth and claws are highly prized in some cultures, believed to possess medicinal properties or to bring good luck. This demand fuels a lucrative black market, where tiger parts can fetch exorbitant prices. Poachers, often driven by poverty or greed, are willing to risk their lives and the lives of these endangered animals for the chance to profit from this illegal trade. The Sundarbans, with its remote waterways and dense mangrove forests, provide a haven for tigers, but also pose challenges for law enforcement agencies tasked with protecting them. The vastness of the area, coupled with the difficulty of patrolling the intricate network of waterways, makes it challenging to detect and apprehend poachers. Despite the challenges, there is hope for the Royal Bengal Tigers of the Sundarbans. Conservation efforts, spearheaded by governments, NGOs, and local communities, are making a difference in the fight to protect these magnificent creatures and their fragile habitat. Anti-poaching patrols have been intensified, with rangers working tirelessly to track down and apprehend poachers. Community-based conservation programs are empowering local people to become stewards of their environment, providing them with alternative livelihoods and educating them about the importance of tiger conservation. Habitat restoration projects are underway to restore degraded mangrove forests and create corridors for tigers to move safely between fragmented habitats. These efforts are crucial for ensuring the long-term survival of the tigers and the health of the entire Sundarbans ecosystem. The conservation of the Royal Bengal Tigers in the Sundarbans is not just about protecting a single species. It's about safeguarding an entire ecosystem and the countless lives that depend on it. The mangroves, the lifeblood of the Sundarbans, play a vital role in mitigating climate change, providing livelihoods for local communities, and supporting a wealth of biodiversity. Recognizing the interconnectedness of these issues, conservation efforts are increasingly focusing on a holistic approach. This involves working with local communities to promote sustainable fishing practices, reduce dependence on mangrove resources, and raise awareness about the importance of conservation. Efforts are also underway to address the impacts of climate change. This includes planting salt-tolerant mangrove species, restoring degraded coastal areas, and promoting sustainable development practices that minimize human impact on the environment. The future of the Royal Bengal Tigers in the Sundarbans hangs in the balance. The challenges they face are significant, but the efforts to protect them offer a glimmer of hope. The survival of these magnificent creatures depends on our collective will to address the threats of climate change, habitat loss, and poaching. By supporting conservation organizations, raising awareness about the plight of the tigers, and advocating for policies that protect our planet, we can all play a part in ensuring that these iconic animals continue to roam the Sundarbans for generations to come. The The Sundarbans, with its haunting beauty and untamed spirit, serves as a poignant reminder of the wild wonders our planet holds. It is a call to action, urging us to protect these precious places, not just for the tigers, but for the future of all life on Earth. The story of the Royal Bengal Tigers of the Sundarbans is a powerful reminder that we are all connected to the natural world. The fate of these magnificent creatures is inextricably linked to our own. As we face the growing challenges of climate change, biodiversity loss, and environmental degradation, it is more important than ever that we recognize our shared responsibility to protect our planet. The Sundarbans, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is a global treasure, a testament to the power and resilience of nature. It is a place where tigers still roam free, where mangroves stand tall against the rising tides, and where life finds a way to thrive in the face of adversity. Let us be inspired by the resilience of the Sundarbans and the creatures that call it home. Let us work together to protect this unique ecosystem, not just for the tigers, but for the health of our planet and the well-being of generations to come. The time to act is now, for the sake of the stripes, for the sake of the Sundarbans, for the sake of us all.